Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After Hope dumps him, Carter turns to Daphne. Following a recent conversation, Carter Walton felt more optimistic that he and Hope Logan could be able to resume their relationship. After she was brutally fired from Forrester Creations, she had been upset with him for continuing to work there. Hope continued to believe that they were a team, and that Carter would support her even after they had temporarily taken over the business, and he opted to return it. Only recently had she reached a position where she could speak calmly with Carter after feeling deceived. Carter started attempting to win Hope over once she eventually agreed to talk to him. Carter has revealed that his life is terrible without Hope, and that their love should be strong enough to win out no matter what. He was bound and willing to go to any lengths to prove himself to her in order to get her back. Although it was obvious that Hope wanted to believe Carter, he would need to put in some effort to reassure her. Hope briefly considered getting back together with Carter when Steffi Forrester showed up to inform her that their ex-husband, Liam Spencer, was terminally ill. Following that, Hope's thoughts are solely focused on Liam and their shared daughter. Hope only cares about her own family, therefore Carter is no longer a thought. When Daphne Rose joined Forrester Creations, she had two objectives: to separate Carter and Hope and to develop a signature scent. Daphne genuinely fell in love with Carter somewhere along the line, and she has been telling him about it aggressively whenever she can. Carter claims to still love Hope and the two have kissed twice. Up until now, Daphne has made unsuccessful attempts to persuade Carter that it is time to let go of Hope. Carter is free to disregard Daphne's attempts after Hope makes it apparent that Liam is her sole priority. Even if he still harbors feelings for Hope, he will still engage in physical contact with the perfumer. A dramatic father-son moment between Bill and Liam. Bill and Liam Spencer's feelings will be revealed in a dramatic father-son encounter on The Bold and the Beautiful. Liam texted Bill to ask if they could meet at Il Giardino, and Bill replied that he would love to come. Given that Bill abruptly left Liam during their most recent altercation, that already sounds promising. Bill may be hoping to establish some common ground with Liam, now that he has had some time to calm down. Given our familiarity with Bill, he may naturally inquire as to whether Liam called this meeting in order to apologize. Bill may become arrogant and question whether his prophecies about Liam scuttling back for his job are coming to pass. Liam might, however, acknowledge that he has recently been reassessing his objectives, and that he decided to leave Spencer Publications. Bill is likely to be curious about what's actually happening when Liam chokes. Even though Liam has been fighting the urge to confide in his loved ones by Steffi Forrester and John Finnegan, he might give in when it comes to Bill. Liam may come to the realization that he is dying and realize that he would benefit greatly from his father's assistance. Bill might hear Liam's account of his collapse, brain hemorrhage, emergency surgery, and the test that showed he had an incurable tumor. On Monday's broadcast, viewers can anticipate Bill and Liam discussing the past, present, and what remains of Liam's future. Given how heated this argument is going to get, Liam might open up about his struggles, which would make Bill cry at the prospect of losing him. Bill can promise to make excellent use of all his resources and contacts if Liam provides updates on his dire medical news. Bill will most likely have the attitude that there may be a therapeutic option available that Liam's medical team has never even heard of before. Steffi may soon return home after finishing her own difficult chat with Hope Logan. When Steffi gets back to the Cliff House, will Luna still be there? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will soon cause more commotion in Steffi and Finn's marriage, so tune in. Scott Clifton is not leaving, but Liam dies. However, although teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Liam Spencer's death is quite likely, actor Scott Clifton is not leaving the show. Actually, it could be the exact reverse. For all the information you require, continue reading below. Although there is a lot of conjecture that Liam will pass away from his terrible brain cancer, Scott is likely to return to play Liam's long-lost brother. After all, this is a soap opera. Given that fans have been hoping to see a completely new side of Liam anyhow, this might actually be a good thing. Everyone can only handle so much waffling. The internet undoubtedly had a lot to say about this potential notion, as our fans may understand. If Liam is killed off and it turns out that he has a twin brother, it would be two birds with one stone. We get to keep Scott and get rid of Liam, one show fan even said. First they hinted that he was leaving, then he and Don Diamont signed new contracts, and then someone posted an interview or something on a Reddit thread about him definitely going to another soap opera, another person added. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will, of course, need to watch every single day to see what happens next. Stay tuned for more. Why are Brooke and Taylor in such a desperate situation when Ridge is no longer the hottie he once was? Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful appear to agree on one thing regarding Ridge Forrester, and we're not just referring to how he handles the ladies in his life. Rather, it appears that everyone agrees that Ridge is becoming less attractive. Many fans are perplexed as to why Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan seem so smitten with someone who appears to have not taken a shower in a very long time, if you get what we mean. It's evident that Ridge Forrester isn't the polished fashion expert he once was. The internet undoubtedly had a lot to say about the issue, as our supporters can imagine. That's a point I never thought of, but I can see why you think that I have been watching the first season and Ridge was always immaculate in his grooming. But unfortunately the new version of Ridge isn't as assiduous as Ron Moss's depiction, some commenters have even said. Additionally, this comment was made. Yeah, but the Ridge character is meant to be a sexy boy who is enticing to women. It doesn't matter how well you act. Even if TK is a greater performer than Moss, he is not a good fit for that part. As they work together to try to save Liam's life, it begins innocently enough with late nights at the hospital and heated discussions. With her indisputable charm and intelligence, Bridget is a welcome change for Finn. Even though he knows he shouldn't, he finds himself wanting her company since he respects her commitment. What started out as a connection quickly develops into a passionate, covert affair as snatched glances become persistent touches. However, there is a cost to covert romances. As Finn's feelings for Bridget grow, his guilt continues to consume him. Bridget, meanwhile, is conflicted. She had no intention of betraying Steffi, but there is no denying her chemistry with Finn. Will they resist their urges to defend their families or give in to passion? Everyone in Los Angeles may be drastically altered by this forbidden affair, which would pave the way for intense drama and emotional upheaval. Steffi may start to suspect something is wrong as Finn battles his conscience. She might observe a brief moment between her husband and Bridget, which could transform suspicion into heartache. However, the repercussions won't end there. The truth might be revealed by Bridget's mother, Brooke Catherine Kelly Lang, which would result in a terrible confrontation between the two. Given her past scandalous relationships, Brooke might identify with Bridget and come to the realization that the apple never falls far from the tree. But will she betray her? Or will Brooke assist her daughter in hiding her transgressions? Steffi has endured a great deal of trauma in order to be with this man. For heaven's sake, both his mother and his daughter had attempted to murder her. But will this mark the end of the line? Steffi will never be able to move past Finn's affections for another woman, but she can move past her attempted murder. In particular, not a Logan.